ago, beside the misty river G, there lived a young girl named Mai. She was known throughout her village for her incredible weaving. With nimble fingers, she could create the softest scarves, the warmest blankets, and tiny decorative knots shaped like lucky charms. But Mai held a dream in her heart that was bigger than any blanket she could weave. She wished she could weave the clouds themselves soft, glowing, and filled with the gentle comfort she saw in the sky. Every evening, she would sit by the riverbank, her eyes fixed on the mountains. She watched the clouds drift lazily above, painted in shades of pink and gold by the setting sun. She'd often whisper to them, "If only I could bring your softness down to earth, to help those who are hurting." She imagined wrapping a sad child in a cloud, or giving a piece of the sunset sky to someone feeling lonely. One night, as Mai sat with her loom, a sudden, magical breeze swirled into her small home. The air shimmered, and out of the wind stepped a gentle cloud spirit. It was shaped like a small, fluffy dragon, with kind eyes and a tail that shimmered like mother of pearl. Its voice was as soft as a whisper. "I have watched you from above," the spirit said. "I have seen the kindness in your heart and heard your quiet wishes. Tonight, I will teach you the art of weaving clouds." The spirit stretched out its long, shimmering tail, and from it, tiny threads of silver mist drifted down, landing softly in Mai's open hands. Mai gasped in wonder. "Cloud thread," she whispered, her voice filled with awe. The threads felt like nothing she had ever touched before, lighter than air, cool and smooth, and glowing with the soft light of the moon on water. Without a moment's hesitation, Mai sat at her loom and began to weave. Her hands moved with a familiar grace, but the material was entirely new. The cloud threads danced through the loom, and with each gentle pull, she formed a small, magical cloth. It wasn't just white. It held all the colors of the dawn and dusk, swirling together in a beautiful, ethereal pattern. It pulsed with a faint, comforting light. The very next morning, Mai took her creation to the home of an elder in the village who had been sick for many weeks. She gently wrapped the cloud cloth around his shoulders. As soon as it touched him, a peaceful sigh escaped his lips. His weary face softened. It feels like resting in the sky," he whispered, a smile gracing his face for the first time in a long while. The cloth seemed to soothe his aches and quiet his worries. News of the magical cloth spread through the village like wildfire. Soon, people came to Mai's door, not with demands, but with quiet hopes. A mother whose child couldn't sleep, a farmer worried about his crops, a young woman with a broken heart. Mai never asked for payment. She simply smiled, listened to their stories, and wove what she could. But the cloud spirit returned one evening with a gentle warning. "The clouds are spirits of the sky," it said softly. "They must remain free. This gift is not for everyday troubles, but for when hearts truly need healing. Use it wisely, Mai, and only with pure intention." Mai understood and followed this rule with great care. She didn't weave for wealth or fame. Instead, whenever she learned of someone in the village who was truly sick, desperately lonely, or deeply hurting, a small, soft cloud cloth would mysteriously appear at their door. Each one brought comfort, warmth, and peaceful dreams, a silent reminder that someone cared. Years passed, and Mai grew older, her hands still weaving kindness into the world. Even after she was gone, the villagers would tell their children her story. They would point to the river on misty nights and say, "Look, when the mist glows softly over the water, that is Mai's kindness, still weaving its way through the sky," reminding us that even the smallest act of care can wrap the world in comfort. And they knew that a caring heart, much like Mai's, could offer a gift as comforting as a cloud. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more tales from around the world. See you next time.